I basically would be a church boy, but I realized that after a while, I have to get back into finance. I have to start making money
You
because
see?
nobody's coming to save me or pay my bills. Like my father passed away when he was upstairs. He said his leg hurt. We took him to a hospital. They took us in a room and said he's brain dead. That's basically it. And I had to bury my father, which was one of the worst things that happened in my life. But I realized, one, I gotta help my mother right now because you never want to go ahead and leave your mother alone like that, especially at that time. And I realized I need to start making money like now. I have to start getting stuff up. I have to get jobs. I have to get investments. I have to do whatever I have to do. And one day I might have to have a wife, but the difference is, and I'm gonna be honest, like my wife might cheat on me.
Corny ass nigga.
Oh man, is this?
I'm gonna be real honest with you. There's a possibility my wife may actually cheat on me.
Who want to go first? Which, which, hey, look at y'all faces. That's so funny.
Well, I haven't seen you. You keep saying it's going to get worse, and so I'm like hesitant to say too positive about him. But he does not seem like a bad guy. He needs a coach. He needs guidance. He needs a life mentor. Like, because I see good in him. I like him actually. Like, and I want good for him. And it's just
What you
making me
think
so
about him
sad.
saying his wife may cheat on him?
That's why I'm saying he needs a coach. Sir, you know, you do not have to accept for somebody that picked you because you make good money, but they really think you a scrub, and so they got number two on the side. No, sir, you do not have to settle for that.
Man,
And
Uche.
that's why he needs a coach
Oh,
now.
yeah. Which,
I agree. And first of all, they should be teaching men out here and media men. I appreciate the challenge. I had seen your fitness challenge. I'm like, oh, this is so wonderful. But in my opinion, a man's finances and his fitness are one and the same. I only learned that from my husband, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So your finances and your fitness as a man should not be, two separate things. They should be one and the same. Not just because fitness is a healthy thing and you need that, but also it gives you, it's all those intrinsic feelings that it gives you more confidence. It makes you, it opens up certain possibilities, or opportunities in the world when your finances, or when your fitness look like your finances. Your finances are up, your fitness got to be up too. You can't separate those two as a man. Another thing is that, in my opinion, he would be the better guy for the women out there looking. He
looking
seems
for what? A relationship, marriage?
relationship, well, committed. I'm only dealing in committed relationships leading to marriage. That's the only thing I deal in. I'm not looking, for those people, those women who are looking for playtime and all. I don't even discuss that because I don't even know how to deal with that. I'm only looking for something that's more beneficial to women, which is a committed relationship that leads into marriage. I believe that that's more beneficial to Black women. So I think he's there. He's almost there. And like TK said, he needs, in order for him to get to the finish line, he needs a coach like you. What's with the when you pull up his picture, I feel like I'm choking. His shirt is suffocating me. I'm like, I feel like I need to unbutton like a few of the buttons and just like, sir, it almost seems like you can't even breathe, like it's not getting into your lungs or whatever the case may be. And and it's like, I don't know, just something. So those type of things. And oh my goodness, he has the right talking, or he seems to be aware and knowledgeable as far as what women want. But unfortunately, his words about himself are very condemning. And I'm like, sir, something has got to happen. I think he's he's getting there, but he needs that extra to get him to push, to get him to the finish line.
See, but he and yeah, both points absolutely great. Thank y'all. But he said multiple times that he has like mentors. Like throughout this video, he's been saying, yeah, I had this yeah, and that's what happens with these types of guys. Like he's saying virtue signaling, I'm talking about finance, I'm going to these finance meetings, but things that are missing from those type of mentorship conversations are the intangibles, like you guys are mentioning. And they tend not to focus on that because he seems like he listens to a lot of relationship content. Like you both said, he can spew off the talking points, but his words aren't lining up with the actions. He knows what women say that they want, but he's not doing anything to accommodate that. And that's what I got out of this first part of the interview. Like, yeah, he can tell you everything that people are saying, but he's not working on certain things. Like you said, maybe a mentor or a coach that could tell him like, hey, brother, you got to get this together. But yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough talking to these guys, especially when they got too much content going through their heads.
Yeah.
And then I get to them and they like, oh man, media man is simp. I'm like, oh, okay.